Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboa. Inside of this video, I'll be giving you guys the best rod and enchant combos inside of Fish. So what I mean by this is basically the best enchant for every single rod inside of the game. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video, like and subscribe. My current goal is 50,000 subscribers. If we can get that, I'll greatly appreciate it. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Alright, so starting it off with the most broken combo inside of the whole game, we're going to be rocking Hasty with the Trident Rod. I feel like this is the most talked about combo in the whole game. Just every single person knows about this combo already, especially when you go to your equipment bag, you put it with a Rapid Catcher or a Seaweed, and then it does basically this, right? You know, boom, you throw it in there, and boom, you insta-catch, right? That is why this is basically the most known combo inside the game. And then it's Trident, so it has the Trident buff as well, where you guys can see it stabs the fish and just makes it way easier to catch. This is by far the best combo inside the game, inside my own opinion. I don't really think that there is another combo that really even comes close to this, because this is just by far the best one, and basically why I made this whole video, because this is really why there's enchant and rod combos in the first place. Nobody was really talking about them before this combo came out. But there is other combos that I do want to talk about. The next one is going to be Aurora Rod with Resilience. Now, Resilience kind of goes on anything. It really is just like the best thing for a lot of rods. Most of the best rod combos do have Resilience with it, because most rods don't come with a lot of Resilience. And that's just going to be like kind of how it works for most of the rods inside the game. Because you guys can see, it makes it just much easier to catch really anything. With Aurora, it works really well, because obviously Aurora gets access to the Aurora mutation, which sells all your fish for 6x once when you catch it, and it's a 15% chance to catch a fish with Aurora. So it's not even that bad of odds, and then Resilience makes it so you can catch them even easier. I don't think I've ever lost a fish with Resilience Aurora. So yeah, those are kind of the two main combos I want to talk about. The next combo that I do want to discuss is going to be the King's Rod. If you guys don't already know how to get the King's Rod, it's right down here. You go down the elevator, then you take a left. I don't personally have it, but the King's Rod, basically what it does, it gives you 10% bigger fish, and if you pair that with the Sea King enchant, then it makes it pretty good. I think I have the Trello open, actually. I think I could just do that. Alright, so here you guys can see inside the Trello. So yeah, like I was saying, Sea King makes all your fish 10% bigger, and then if you pair that with, where is it? If you pair that with the King's Rod, which makes every fish 10% bigger as well, then boom, you get 20% bigger fish, which is actually pretty good. They'll sell for a lot more, which in my opinion is a pretty good combo. Now, the next combo that we have is going to be the Destiny Rod. I would say the Destiny Rod with Resilience is going to probably be the best combo. You guys can see the Destiny Rod has 250% luck. You put some Resilience on it, it's definitely going to be a pretty good rod. Now, the Max KG isn't anything crazy. It has no control and it has no lure speed. The Destiny Rod really isn't one of the rods that I personally recommend you guys even use inside of this game. And then we have the Steady Rod. This rod, you kind of just want to put Hasty on it, because it will make it only -5 lure speed, and then you'll have a rod with 30 resilience, 35 luck, and a very high max KG with not even bad lure speed if it's only -5. That actually makes this rod very good. For only 7,000, it's actually kind of crazy how good the Steady Rod is. This one, honestly, just get Resilience on it. The Rapid Rod is pretty good. It comes with 72% lure speed, which is really good. So I recommend just to get some Resilience on it, so you actually will be able to catch the fish, and then boom, that's a pretty good rod as well. Then we have the Mythical Rod, which in my own opinion, you kind of just want to put Resilience on. Basically what the Mythical Rod does is right here, you guys will be able to see there's a 20% chance for all fish to be rainbow, which is it's basically just a worse Aurora Rod. The Carbon Rod, you don't want to put a buff on. Flimsy Rod, you don't want to put a buff on. So basically, I'll be talking about the ones that you do want to put a buff on, right? The ones that I personally recommend is Destiny Rod, King's Rod, Steady Rod, Mythical Rod, and then as well as Trident and Aurora and No Life Rod. No Life Rod doesn't really need one, because it has 30 Resilience built into it. It has 99 lure speed built into it. It has 100 luck built into it, and really good control. Like, No Life Rod doesn't really need one, but if you are going to put one on it, you guys can either put Divine for a little bit more luck, or you can put Resilience and just absolutely never lose a fish. But you're basically never going to lose a fish with it anyways, because it's literally Trident but 30 Resilience built into it. So I would personally, on the No Life Rod, I would personally recommend to actually put Divine on it. King's Rod, like I said, put Sea King on it, so you guys get 20% bigger fish. Aurora Rod, get Resilience. Trident Rod, you get Hasty. And then for the Destiny Rod, I would kind of recommend Resilience as well. For the new Sunken Rod, I honestly have no idea. It's just not that good of a rod. I wouldn't even personally recommend to run the sunken rod. It's just not that great. But yeah, basically the only rods that you actually want to put enchants on in this game is going to be the Aurora rod, the Trident rod, the No Life rod, the King's rod, maybe the Mythical rod if you really want to use it, and then the Steady rod, and maybe the Rapid rod if you want to put some resilience on it. But those are really like the only rods that I would personally recommend to put an enchant on. The rest of them just aren't worth it. Hopefully we get some more good rods soon. But yeah, basically the best rod inside the game is going to be by far the No Life rod. It's just it just is. It's by far the best one. But yeah, now we're going to talk about enchants. Basically the best enchants for almost every single rod. You know, if you are worried, like if a new rod comes out and you don't know what to put on it, it's fairly simple, right? If your rod has some resilience built into it, then get hasty if the lure speed is bad. Like if it's a buff theme like Trident where it makes it easier to catch, put hasty on it. There's a lot of reasons to put hasty on your rod to make it faster, right? But I would say most rods, if it has okay lure speed and no resilience, resilience is what you're going to want to put on your rod almost 99% of the time. I would say almost every single rod right here and every single rod inside the game, they all instantly get better off resilience. Resilience is going to be the only actual enchant that is like a must-have you need for every rod. Like every single rod gets better by it. Hasty, yeah, I mean, it's useful on some rods like Trident, but Trident's really the only rod in the game currently that gets an actual major buff from it, and maybe the Steady rod as well. Those are the really only two rods where it's like, okay, yeah, Hasty is an actual viable option. Obviously, it makes any rod better, but those are the only two ones where it's like, okay, I'm going to get Hasty over Resilience. Basically, Resilience is going to be that one that you want to put on practically everything. Resilience is by far the best enchant inside the game. But yeah, as far as the best combos, right? So you want to know the best combos for this game for your rods. The number one best combo is going to be No Life Rod with literally anything. That's because No Life Rod is just brain dead and it's by far the best rod inside the game at the current moment. So that's why it's going to be number one. It literally has the Trident stab buff. It has 99 lure speed, so you insta-catch. It has 100 luck. It has the highest control in the game. And it has 30 resilience built into it. It's just by far the best rod, right? Then the second best combo is going to be the Trident Rod with Hasty. This is because it has by default like 80 lure speed. If you use Rapid Catcher or Seaweed, it basically makes it 99 and it instant catches. It has 150% luck. Now the only bad thing is the resilience, but it also is a Trident Rod, so it has the buff to where you stab fish and makes it way easier to catch. Not only that, there's a 30% chance for the fish to have a certain mutation, which makes it sell for 3x. So that's why Trident Rod is going to be the second best combo inside the game. And then the next one is probably just going to be Resilience with Aurora Rod. That one's kind of simple. You know, it's not really that crazy of a combo. It's just a normal Resilience combo. And then number 4, I would probably say is going to be the King's Rod with Sea King, because you catch all fish at 20% bigger, which is pretty good. And those are going to be kind of like my top 4 combos. You guys can leave any combos that you personally have inside the comments down below. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys inside the next one. That's kind of the combos that I personally have at the current moment. Sunken Rod, I don't even know what to say about it. I don't have it. I don't think really anyone has it. And quite frankly, it's just not that good of a rod. But yeah, if you guys ended up enjoying the video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys inside the next one. Peace.